All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday night patching podcast. We are so happy that you're here. We have some wonderful testimonies tonight, and people are still coming in. Yay. They are going to be so glad that they did. We are so excited tonight to share with you this awesome patching technology that many of us have been using for 2 years, 3 years now. But some people only 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, and everybody is just getting amazing results. We are so thankful that we found this, that our inventor was such a visionary to just come up with this technology that's so natural that helps us just help our body to work better. But the first thing we want to do is to get David to do our disclaimer.
Thank you, Jody. All LifeWave products are not intended to cure, treat, diagnose, or prevent any disease. If you are on medications, have any medical conditions, pregnant or nursing, please consult with your physician first. All patching podcasts are for informational and educational purposes only. Now back to our beautiful host. Thank you, Jody and Laura.
All right. Thank you, David. We appreciate that so much. And my first guest tonight is my friend Sharon Bruneau. Dr. Stan and I met Sharon a couple years ago on Instagram, of all places. And if you want to see the person speaking, you might change to speaker view up in your right-hand corner. But Sharon is a former bodybuilder back in the 90s, and she became a stunt person, fitness models, just always been very athletic. But here a few years ago, she had some things start pinging and dinging and going wrong in her body, to say the least. So Sharon, tell us what was going on with you before Dr. Stan reached out to you.
Thank you, Jody. Well, it's called aging, most of it, unfortunately. Yeah, no, I was, as Jody had mentioned, very active, very athletic all of my life. And for 35 years, I've been in the fitness industry, either competing and or as a wellness coach, motivational speaker, or personal trainer. Always active, always athletic, and of course, working in stunts. And I took a hard hit on the hip. My knee started going on me, and things just started happening, just falling apart. And of course, I went through menopause, a lot of changes in the body. And it got to the point where my knees were the worst issue, and they flared up so bad. I thought all my meniscus was gone. It felt like bone on bone. It felt like knives stabbing me constantly in the patellas. And I'm thinking the worst. And of course, I'm back in Canada from California. So over here, it takes forever to get any kind of procedure done. An MRI, and let alone get in for if you do need to go under the knife, takes a long time. I'm thinking the worst. I'm sharing my information online with all my old school athletes, because most of us had knee replacements, hip replacements, what have you, not knowing what it is. But it was miserable. I was a couch potato. It hurt to walk. I had to stop training, stop working, and couldn't go up and down the stairs. It hurt just to squat up and down to go to the throne, what have you. The Growleys reached out. Lo and behold, they were following me on the social feeds. And Dr. Stan reached out and says, I have something for you. It's free. Trust me, just try it. It's natural, non-invasive. It's the. He explained the whole works. I said, great, send it. I received them late in the day, so I ended up wearing them overnight. And I slapped on the X49, and he sent me the Aeon for inflammation, because I've been suffering a lot of injuries for so long. I had not realized, but I had a lot of inflammation, especially in my legs, a lot of edema too in the lower extremities. So the first night after the first night, I woke up the next day, and instead of 100-pound weights, which were my legs, that's what they felt like, swinging off the bed, they felt like 50-pound weights. I mean, a major difference. I was able to actually get up off my bed without pain, walk to the bathroom, and lower myself to the front without pain. This is after the first night. I was almost in tears because they hurt so bad. I called up Dr. Stan, and I said, I don't know what you sent me, but I want in, and I want more. Where do I get these? And where have you been all my life? Through all my years as an athlete, I thought I came across every product possible, because I still train and coach a lot of athletes to this day. So my knees, it ended up being, by the way, osteoarthritis. That was arthritis. I couldn't believe it was so painful. But my legs, after 2 months of consistent wearing the patches, I was back to training, dancing, power walking, training my clients back to work. It's just, it truly is mind blowing. Thank you. And my hip dysplasia was gone, my heart palpitations. I mean, I had a lot of issues going on. And because the knees were the worst of wear, so to speak, it was like the only thing in my brain. But then I started realizing all my other issues are gone. Wait a minute, it just, where'd that go? I forgot about it. But I have no more issues. And now I joined on as a brand partner because I believe that much in the product. And like Jody and Laura and the other brand partners on here, I'm helping people now. And it's exciting to share this technology because especially in my crew, I've got stunt people, I've got athletes. I know so many of our men and women in the Marine Corps that are, suffering certain issues, all different times, but blew me away. I swear by this product. Thank you. Thank you, Jody and Dr. Stan, for reaching out to me.
But he's the visionary.
Forever.
He's the visionary, I tell you. He's the one that was following you, and he was so excited to send those for you. But tell us what happened last Memorial. Was it Memorial Week?
Oh man. Okay, so here's the thing about the patches, right? Especially as I turned 60, and but last summer I was in LA. I commute a lot still because LA was my home for a long time, and I was doing a shoot. I was jumping on a trampoline, and I fractured my tibia. I didn't know that's what happened, but something happened to my leg. It hurt like heck, and I had to stop. And I said to the crew, "No, I'm not joking. I did something to my leg." But I had gone off the patches for a while. I thought, yeah, I'm feeling good, I don't know why. I just stopped ordering patches. This before I became a brand partner. And I know if I'd stayed on the patch, that would not have happened because I was told I have osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, right? And so my bones were drying up. But when I first started using the patches and the knees got better, I'm feeling stronger. I'm lifting heavy again. And look, I'm 60 and I only train 3 days a week. It's there, And I was so mad at myself, for one, jumping on a trampoline, and two, why did I stop the patches? Because it's like you're helping yourself with a supplement. You're supplementing your body because after a certain age, there's no more stem cell activation activity. I mean, we can't produce as much as we used to. It's called aging. And so I got my body on a roll. Everything's disappearing. Hey, where'd that go? Hey, this is good. Hey, I feel good. And then I go off the patches for a few months. And then I'm doing something physical that I don't normally do anymore. And it's like the body was just starting to roll. And I took away the supplement and started to oh no, where'd my help go? I'm sure that's what happened because now I don't go off the patch. I give myself, I do 6 days and then take a day off, that kind of cycle. But I will never go off the patch again, especially as I'm, aging, right?
But then your leg, it healed pretty quickly, didn't it?
It did within weeks. Within weeks. I knew I messed something up. So when I got back to Canada, again, waiting forever for an MRI or at least an x-ray, guys, I thought I got in about a month after I returned. And I'm babying it again. And I order more patches and wait for the patches to get here. And I'm keeping it up and compressing and all that ice and heat and all that stupid stuff. And anyway, but it was a fractured tibia. And so I was waiting to go in to see the specialist. And I'm like, oh, great. Now I did do it, And they're like, you might have to get a pin in that. I'm serious. And I just slapped on. I took the X49 and the X49 together. And because I'm thinking I'm going to slap this on and the X49 is good for muscle and bone, right? And but the X3 is all you need anyway. But still, I'm like, what did I do now? And within weeks, I was walking.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Within weeks, I made a video of it, and you guys saw it. And I posted on my feed, hey guys, I'm telling you this stuff. Let me. I'm walking again. Awesome. I didn't have to go in for anything. When I went in for the final MRI, and they had to take another X-ray because it was 6 months later. If I hadn't had the patch, I would have been laid up again.
Wow.
Waiting for something to help me, right? Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
I will, stay on it. Yeah, stay on it.
The moral of the story is people that live in Canada need it more than anybody else.
Right? Yeah.
Because it takes forever to get an MRI. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much for sharing.
Absolutely.
So much, and you are going to help so many people.
I hope so.
Need this product. Absolutely. Thank you so
much.
Oh, thank you. Well, we now want to go over to Mr.